Want to say anything?
Okay. Tzvi, we'd love to see you, but I don't see your video. Let's see. Oh, there he is. All right. Well, thank you, Benjamin. Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful to see the whole family, and great to see your sister as well. Great to see you, and may the family continue to grow. Tzvi, say hello from Israel. How come it's so light over there?
Hi, it's just the inside lights at the moment. Outside it's pretty dark. It actually rained today, so it seems like winter's finally made its appearance. Yeah.
Great. So what are you doing? Tell us very quickly what you're doing in Israel, and wish everyone a happy Chanukah.
Just yeshiva, working at the Jerusalem Post, and I'm studying electrical engineering.
Wonderful. Well, great to see you, and thank you for joining us and making this special effort. Thank you so much. Wonderful. And we also have with us another child of the congregation who's no longer a child, and that's Yaakov Sandberg. He's with some of his children, and I think that he's going to have some of them light for us. And here he is.
Yaakov, I am. Yaakov and Chaim's going to do the lighting. I also have Leah here on the Zoom, and
except for when her candles have mostly gone out.
That's okay. We lit some candles earlier, but Chaim's going to do the lighting for us now. Take it away, Chaim.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu v'tzivanu v'tzivanu l'hafnei derech Chanukah.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher asa nisim l'avoseinu v'yamim ha'hem b'zman hazeh.
Amen.
The whole way that's going down.
Well, we'll let Chaim figure that out, but it's so beautiful to see the whole part of the family. Wonderful, wonderful. And now Jamie Levy. Jamie's alive all the way from New York. And Jamie, maybe just tell us very quickly what you're up to, and we'll light those candles. Don't forget, light the candle, make the bracha on the two candles. Yes.
Okay, I'm currently working at B&H in Manhattan, so that's what I'm up to. And then let me light the candles. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu v'tzivanu al l'pnei shel Chanukah. Baruch
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher asa nisim l'avoseinu v'yamim ha'hem b'zman hazeh.
Amen. All right, beautiful. And now we weren't sure if Hila was going to be able to join us, but we have another state being represented here tonight, and that is the state of Florida, the great state of Florida. We always say that's great. So would you like to light for us too, or just joining us?
I didn't know about that, and I just lit my candles.
Okay. You want to show us your candles? Great. There we are. Beautiful.
I'm from Cartier.
Great. And where are you now?
I'm in Orlando. Actually, live with Galen in Orlando.
Okay. Okay.
I went to school since grade with ACC here.
Great. Yes. Wonderful. So Jewish education. Fantastic. Well, great. Well, great to see you. And happy Hanukkah to you. Great. And we move on now to Adam and Meredith Epstein. We'll just hang on for a second. We'll find them. I believe that's them over there. All right, Adam and Meredith, take it away. Want to say hi to everybody? Wish everyone happy Hanukkah first?
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. All right, so you can do it simultaneously. So you take your shamash, make those brachas, and then light those candles. Okay? Ready? Go ahead. So can you hold the candle while you make the bracha? Yeah. Go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim l'avoteinu bayamim hahem b'azman hazeh.
Amen. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for joining us. And I see some of the Karkowski family on with us. There she is, Ann Webb. There we are. And I'm gonna spotlight you. Oh, there you are, Vered and Kitra. Great. So you guys ready to light for us? Great. So you want to make those brachas, and we'll say amen. Okay. Great job. This is the Karkowski children, and also we have the grandmother on all the way from the great, not a state, but not yet, but of DC, from Maryland, joining us from Maryland, and we welcome their grandmother as well, Nancy. Go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim l'avoteinu bayamim hahem b'azman hazeh.
Amen.
Amen. Careful on your side.
Great job. And Kitra is looking along so intently. Beautiful. And you can also say the Hanirot Halalu. Thank you so much. Great to see everybody. And now, all the way from Arizona, we have Lily Katz, who's joining us. And can you tell us some other members of your family also on with us today?
Yes, my parents are on here. They are in Gatlinburg, Tennessee right now. And I believe my sister and her kids are also with them.
Great. Welcome. And tell us what you're doing before you get started, and wish us happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. I'm in Tucson for school, and I'm working here in COVID testing.
Well, we appreciate that. We hope you'll get the vaccine soon.
Very soon.
Go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim l'avoteinu bayamim hahem b'azman hazeh.
Amen.
Let's see. Well, thank you so much. And let's see. Ryan, would you like to say a word as president, or maybe Celia available for us?
Lily.
Unfortunately, I have horrible reception where we are, but happy Hanukkah to everyone. I'm sorry, I just can't. It keeps breaking up.
Okay. Well, regards to the entire family. Wonderful. In the meantime, we'll come back to the Chazan, who will lead us in the Ma'oz Sur song.
Ma'asur Yeshuasi Lechana Elishabeach Tikon Beis Tefi Lisham Toda Nizabeya, Lies Tachin Matbeya, Mitzoram Nabeya, Azekor Chanukah, Azekmor Beshir, Chanukah, Givanim Nikbetzu Alai, Azai Bimei Chashmanim, Ufortu Chomos Migdalai, Etimu Kolashmanim, Uminasar Kankanim, Nasanes Lashoshanim, B'nei Vina Yimei Shmona, Kavu Shiru Renanim, B'nei Vina Yimei Shmona, Kavu Shir Urenanim. Happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah from Silver Spring.
Yes.
I'm very proud of my grandchildren, as any
Oh.
grandparent would be.
Yes, as you should be.
No, I
And
don't.
welcome to Nancy Korkowski and so many others who are here with us. We can't name you all, but it's great to have everyone. Oh, I see Kobe is joining us also. Kobe, you want to just tell us where you are? Let's see. Yeah, Kobe, you want to tell us where you are?
Hi, I'm in Orlando, Florida.
Florida. Oh, great. So I think what we need to do is you can unmute yourself for a second and we can give everyone a great round of applause. We did it. We lit up the USA from Arizona to, we had people from Mississippi, although they were not there at the moment. They were from Illinois, they were in Florida, they were in New York, they were in Israel. It was Hanukkah around the USA. All right, let's hear it for everybody.
Yay, happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you for including me.
You know,
Thank you. That's right.
one of the ideas of Hanukkah is that is it a Galut holiday or is it an Israel holiday? It's an interesting question. On the one hand, it seems like an exile holiday because it was celebrated mostly in exile. We remember the temple as we're commemorating it. But on the other hand, it was there very much to celebrate the fact that the Jews remained in Israel. The Rambam says for over 200 years after that, the Jews were still in the land of Israel on their own sovereign land. So in many ways, it celebrates the state of Israel. And today, you know, that image of the menorah is the image of the state of Israel. That's their symbol, lo b'koach, lo b'chayav, lo b'koach, not through physical might, but with the Spirit of God. This menorah represents the power of the Jewish people throughout the ages to endure and to return to the land of Israel through the Spirit. So is it an exilic holiday or is it a land of Israel holiday? It's a holiday that celebrates the endurance of Israel, of the Jewish people, even in exile. And it also celebrates the state of Israel in those days by the Maccabees. And even if it wasn't the greatest state, later the Hashmonaim, Herod, Hordus, they were not the greatest of kings, but we had sovereignty. Like today, we have a state. It may be imperfect, but it's a state. It's our place. We can celebrate it. And mention to some of the college students that usually we communicate across the street with our candles, but here through the Zoom this year we're able to communicate across continents and to communicate that message that Shekhinah Shara B'Yisrael, that God is still with the Jewish people and remains with us. At this time, maybe the Chazan could lead us in a little song of Al Hanisim or any other song if he would like, just a couple of extra minutes.
Allah Nisim v'yala Purkan v'yala Guros v'yala Chuos v'yala Milchamos she'asis alav Oseinu Bayamim Ma'im Bazman Hazeh Allah nisim v'yala purkan v'yala guros v'yala chuos v'yala milchamos she'asis alavoseinu bayamim ha'im bazman hazeh. Allah nisim v'yala purkan v'yala guros v'yala chuos v'yala milchamos she'asis alavoseinu bayamim ha'im bazman hazeh. Allah nisim v'yala purkan v'yala guros v'yala chuos v'yala milchamos she'asis alavoseinu bayamim ha'im bazman hazeh. Allah nisim v'yala purkan v'yala guros v'yala chuos v'yala milchamos she'asis alavoseinu bayamim ha'im bazman hazeh. Bayamim ha'im Bazum hazeh.
Beautiful, yes. On this Zoom, on this very Zoom, not only in those days, but in this Zoom as well. So it's great to see everybody. And we, as we celebrate Chanukah, we remember that even in the darkest of times, we can light up the night with even one candle. The power of our candles could defeat whole empires with even in the darkest times. And for many people, it is a dark time. People are in ICUs. People are losing jobs. People have difficult times. People in isolation. But Hanukkah reminds us that even in the darkest times, we can light up the night. We can bring or where there's choshech, that even with a little light, we can push away so much darkness. And it gives us hope. In this very time, as we're speaking, this Hanukkah will go down in history. It's the Chanukah when we got the vaccine and people begin to get vaccinated. Hopefully things will return to normal. But even in these difficult times, we made the best of it. We're able to join together with so many of you here on Zoom, and it's great to see all of you. So at this time, we're going to hand it over to the magician. And Athena, if you just tell me the name of the
Sure. I'll just say it's been a beautiful program so far. And yeah, call kavod to everybody, the rabbi, for putting this together. Again, I want to acknowledge Sarah Beth, our sisterhood president. I believe she's on. And thank you to everybody again for being here. In many past Hanukkah dinners, we have had magicians, but this is the very, very first time that we have a virtual magician. So we'd like to welcome Jason Silberman, and we're looking forward to a wonderful evening with Jason. So, Sean.
I'm working on it.
There he is.
Right. Take it away, Jason.
Here's a dance you ought to do. Let me introduce to you, posing. Everybody pose.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. If you can hear me, let me see a thumbs up. Perfect. This is great. Thanks for having me. My name is Jason, and it is great to be here. Just a couple rules before we start the show. Please keep yourself muted. This is an interactive show, and I will be using several people throughout the course of the show. And when I do ask you to help, that's when I ask you to unmute yourself. That way, there are no distractions. That way, you can hear me perfectly. If you can't see me, please go to speaker view. I know I'm spotlighted, so hopefully you can. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Hanukkah is one of my favorite. Oh, is someone? Let's mute everyone, please. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So Hanukkah is one of my favorite holidays, and that's because it was the first time I ever saw a magician. We had a Hanukkah party. We had a bunch of friends and family over, and we had a magician by the name of Hanukkah Harry. Now, at the time, I thought that was his real name, but later I found out it wasn't. But this was the trick he did. He took a coin, he put it into a handkerchief, he blew on the handkerchief, and that coin disappeared. Now, as young as I was, I knew that the coin had to be up one of his sleeves, and I was right. But that's not what amazed me. What amazed me was where the bottle of grape juice came from. And what amazed me even more was that years later, it turned into a bottle of wine. Cheers, everyone. Welcome to the show. Now, if you like what you see, if you're enjoying the show, please applaud, put up the thumbs up emoji. You can go like this. That way I know that you are liking the show. Let's see who we have here. We have a bunch of people here. This is really exciting. We have all these faces, and then at the bottom we have all the non-faces, the people who are a little shy to turn on their camera. That's totally fine. That's up to you. But as I said, Hanukkah is one of my favorite holidays, and the reason as well is because we would have family over, and I would show them my newest tricks, which is pretty cool. So I thought this would be really fun. I was going through some old magic a few days ago, and I found this. This is my first ever magic box that I built when I first started doing magic. I was 12 years old, and I think it'd be really fun to show you the first trick I ever did in my first ever show. So let's use our imagination for a little bit. I'm 12 years old. We're in the basement of my parents' house. There's about 4 or 5 people sitting on folding chairs eating latkes. My hands are small. The cards are big. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I took one of those cards, I dropped them into my magic box, I snapped my fingers, I waved my hands, and incredibly, I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. The audience was so impressed that they burst into spontaneous applause. Thank you, 2 of you. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Patty. That was very nice. I think some of you did not understand. You didn't get the idea that this is going to be interactive. So I'm going to do it again. That's okay. I'm going to do it again. I'll make it a little more impressive. That way, more of you will want to applaud. So, thinking about it now, I wasn't 12. I was actually 6 years old. 6 years old, first ever trick in my first ever show. We're in my parents' basement. There's about 40, 50 people sitting on folding chairs eating latkes. Hands are small, cards are big. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I took one of those cards, I dropped them into my magic box. I snapped my fingers, I waved my hands, and incredibly, I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. The audience was so impressed, they burst into spontaneous applause. Yes! Good. We've got, okay, good. That's more than the first time. But we'll do it one last time. I could see a few other people. Don't want to call you out, but we'll do it one last time. I'll make it really, really impressive. That way, we'll be off to a good start for the show. So, thinking about it now, I wasn't 12. I wasn't 6. I was actually 2 years old. 2 years old, first ever trick in my first ever show. We were in my parents' basement. There were about 400 or 500 people sitting on the latkes, eating the folding chairs. It was chaos. My hands are small. The cards are big. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those cards, dropped them into my magic box. I snapped my fingers, I waved my hands, and incredibly, I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I snapped my fingers again, the cards disappeared, and what did the audience do? They applauded. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Well, now comes the time of the show where I'm going to use some audience participation. The holidays and Hanukkah specifically is one of my favorite times of the year because we make different choices. What are we going to wear? Right? What are we going to wear on the Zoom? I was doing a virtual show 2 nights ago, and someone was wearing one of those light up sweaters with the menorah on it. It was crazy. They outdid me. The other choice is, what are we going to eat? What food are we going to eat? Are people going to be able to eat? Are they going to be full enough? And the last question is, what gifts are we going to get? What gifts are we going to get for ourselves? And what gifts are we going to get for those that we love? I bought myself a gift this year. In fact, I'll tell you what I bought. I bought a pair of socks. I'm going to leave them right here so that way you can see it the entire time. This will be the socks cam. Okay, it's a live feed. So you'll see the box the entire time. Now I need 2 people who are going to help me hopefully pick what type of socks I have. We're going to try and find a perfect match. So let's get someone right here. I see, let's see. Let's go with, we have so many people here. This is really exciting. I see Shirley. If you can just unmute yourself, I'm going to find you here and add you to the spotlight. There we go. And say hello.
Hello. Hello?
Say hi. Hello. So,
Hello.
Shirley, who is that? Who's that next to you?
Sam.
Sam, Shirley and Sam. This is perfect. You both are going to help me find a perfect match. I think this is going to be great. I'm going to show you some of these cards. I've got different sock designs. Some are a little more elaborate than others. Some I probably wouldn't wear in public, but that's just me. But you can see that they repeat themselves because we're going to try and find a perfect match. So we'll start with Shirley. Shirley, I'm going to toss cards off like this. You just say stop whenever you'd like.
Stop.
Do you want one more? This is good?
That's good.
Okay, I'm going to put it right here. You can see it. All right, Sam, are you ready?
Sure.
Oh, sure. All right, here we go.
Stop.
Okay, do you want one more? This is good?
Good.
Okay, very good. Thank you, guys. We're going to leave those there. And now I bid you adieu. Thank you. So they said stop on these cards. Let me put these away. You should see what the floor looks like right now. But let's hope that Shirley and Sam have, in fact, a perfect match. A perfect match. That's okay. That's totally fine. This has happened before. It's not a perfect match for you, nor is it a perfect match for me, because inside of the box is actually one pair of socks. Whoa, a perfect match. We got the green and the yellow. We got the purple and the stars. Thank you, Sam and Shirley, for picking out my pair of socks. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna wear these. These are gonna be mine. Okay. So because this is a magic show, I would love to show you a classic of magic, an absolute classic. I think every magician should learn how to do these tricks because they've been around for so long. Some tricks came out in the last few years. Some tricks have been here for thousands and thousands of years. This trick I'm about to show you is over 5,000 years old. Over 5,000 years old. It goes back to ancient Egypt. And there are pictures of it in the pyramids. It uses a few simple props. It uses a cup and a ball. And the most important prop of all, the magic wand. Now this game started off as a scam, as a con. Here's the idea. They would drop the ball inside the cup. You can hear it. And now you have to guess whether that ball is in my hand, under the cup, or in my pocket. So if you think it's in my hand, please raise your hand. Okay, a few of you. That's good. If you think it's under the cup, raise your hand. Okay, not as many. If you think it's in my pocket, please raise your hand. Okay, that was a lot more. Well, it's not in my hand, it's not under the cup, it was in my pocket, so congrats to those of you that said that. But if I wanted to get that ball to go underneath the cup, all I'd have to do is tap with the wand, tap the cup, and that ball would go underneath. Now, even though nobody asked, I'm going to do it again. Watch the ball. Some people think I don't actually put the ball in my hand. It's still here. It's all in the power of the wand. When I take it, push it through my hand, and that ball vanishes and goes underneath the cup. Now, there are two ways to get this ball underneath, visibly and invisibly. Visibly looks something like this. Not that impressive. Invisibly is a little more exciting. It looks something like this. See, that ball's not gone. It's invisible. All I have to do is flick it under the cup where it becomes visible. Now, I think this would be really fun if I taught you all how this trick worked. So all you need is a cup and a ball and a little bit of sleight of hand. See, when I take the ball, it's not here, it's here. And what I do is I create the illusion of that ball going under the cup by hiding it right behind. Sneaky, right? Because let's be honest, if I were to put that ball away into my pocket, snap my fingers, and that ball were to reappear, that'd be a good trick, but I don't know that one, so I can't do it. You know what? In over 5,000 years, people have figured out how this trick works, and it uses a second ball. And I'm using one right now, but it's a little bit bigger than the other one, so I don't know how that's going to help me. Thank you. No, please save your applause. Save it for the orange. That's 2 in a row, and that is the cup and the ball trick. Thank you. Well, you can see why that's an absolute.
Hey.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. That just surprised me. Okay. Let's try something right now. I need someone who is very creative. So if you're a creative person, please raise your hand. You're going to help me out right now. I see. Oh, I just saw. Where did they go? On Shoshana Levson's camera. Let's see. Hello.
Hey.
Who have you got there?
Shoshana and Ailey.
Ailey and Shoshana. Hi, both of you. So who's the most creative out of both of you?
Oh, it's a tie.
It is a tie.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. Shoshana, because you're close to the camera, you're going to help me out. Is that okay? Okay. Do you have a piece of paper and a pen nearby?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and grab one if you don't have it. While you're doing that, I'm going to show everyone this. Whoa, inside this glass is my little drawing. Shoshana, what do you think of this? Is that a good drawing? Yeah. Ailey's very busy with his snacks over there. But this is my drawing of a question bubble. And the answer to this question is on the other side. But we'll get to this in a second. You have the piece of paper? Perfect. Shoshana, in a second, I'm going to ask you to make a drawing, okay? Very, very quickly, you'll make a very simple drawing, okay? I'm not looking for a work of art or the Mona Lisa or an amazing piece, okay? Just something very simple. Does that make sense? Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Go for it, Shoshana. Let's watch the artist at work. Go ahead, make your drawing. Yeah, go ahead. I'll give you a few seconds, okay? And then when you're done, hold it up to the camera so that way we can see what you drew. Yeah. And meanwhile, Ailey's going to entertain us with some gymnastics in the background. And some poetry. All right, Shoshana, do you have a drawing? Let's see. Oh my God, that is amazing. Is that a heart?
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. And is that a red marker that you used? Well, that's just the perfect match. I said this would be the answer on the other side, right? The answer to the question. The question is, how creative is Shoshana? And the answer is yes. But my question to you is, how did I do? Pretty cool? Thank you. Let's give Shoshana a round of applause. Thank you so much. She's so creative.
Yay.
Yes. Okay. Well, it is time for me to give away a prize. So to do that, I hear someone's mic is on. So whoever's mic is on, I just want you to name a number between 1 and 4 for me.
3.
3. Thank you, mystery voice. Okay. Whatever number you name, that's the prize that you're going to get. Okay. Actually, it's the prize that everyone's going to get. So number 1 could have been a free car. Number 2 could have been $1,000. Number 3 is a rope trick. That's exciting. And number 4 is a free cruise. So that's great that you said number 3 because I just so happen to have a piece of rope. That's amazing. So it's time for me to do the rope trick. So mystery voice, we need you to mute yourself because you're a little, there we go. There's a few things in the background. Okay, this is a piece of rope. The ends do not stick together. The middle does not unscrew. Here's the idea. We're also going to use a ring. This is a solid embroidery ring. It's going to go right here onto the rope. I'm going to tie it with an overhand knot, And now it becomes a puzzle. How do we get the ring off the rope without untying the knot? I don't know. I'll show you. We're going to double the rope through the ring and go like this. That causes the ring to melt right off. It's pretty cool because I'm able to put that ring onto the rope on and off as I want. But the real secret here is not in the in the rope. It's not in the ring. It's in the scissors, the finger scissors. See, that allows me to cut the ring off the rope, and I can cut the rope into two totally equal. Whoops. Bummer. That was supposed to be equal. Let me start over. We have a piece of rope, and they have two ends. And if I were to take the ends off the rope, it makes it a little harder for me to do the trick because I'm just using a long loop of rope. This is very confusing. Why don't we put these back on? Hold on. There we go. Watch the ends of the rope. They're going to go into my pocket. If I wait just a second, one of the ends pops out here. If I snap again, the other end pops out here, which means in my pocket is the middle, and that is the rope trick. Thank you very much, and thank you for saying number 3. Thank you, thank you. Okay, well, oh, thanks. We are going to try something right now, but first I want to bring something to your attention. I should have brought it to your attention earlier, but it's this. See, right now we are in my magic room. You can tell by all the clutter and chaos behind me, all the books, all the magic apparatus. This is my magic room. This is where I practice, where I rehearse, and now where I perform. But I hope you've been keeping an eye on this because this is going to make sense in just a little bit. But right now, I need someone who has a phone nearby. Not if you're on a phone. If you have a phone nearby, please hold it up so that I can see. And we're going to use someone right now. Don't be shy. Let's see who we've got here. I see Linda Jaffe. Someone's holding up a phone there. We're going to unmute you. And whoever this... Okay, perfect. Hello.
Hello.
All right, what's your name?
Michael.
Michael. And Linda,
Joffrey.
Yes? All right,
Linda.
Michael, that's your phone. I want you
That's my
to
phone.
open it up and go to your web browser. So whether that be Safari or Google or Firefox or Internet Explorer or dial-up, I don't know. You have, are you on the internet?
Google.
Perfect. Here's what you're going to Google. You're going to type in how many articles are on Wikipedia and then hit go. Because I want everyone to see what's about to happen is almost impossible. So I want to see what our odds are. Where are you guys zooming in from?
Memphis.
Oh,
Memphis.
nice. Memphis, Tennessee. I'm zooming in from New Jersey. So very far away. Okay, so a bunch of websites probably popped up, right?
Almost. Yeah.
Okay, do you see a website that says WikiCount?
I'm still waiting for this thing to work.
Oh, that's okay. While you're doing that, I'll tell you something funny that happened to me. I did a show last night, and I told the audience that I was from New Jersey, and a guy said, "I'm sorry," and I said, "Oh, no, I'm from New Jersey." He goes, "No, I heard you. I'm just sorry." So I got that going for me.
All right, what's the name of the site?
Do you see WikiCount?
WikiCount.net.
Yes. Perfect. Click it. And then when that page loads, please hold your phone up to the camera so that way everyone can see. This is a statistical website that updates every hour or so. And if we can't see it, okay, there we go. That's a big number. That's the amount of articles that are put on Wikipedia right now. That's about 6 million. You could turn the phone back to you. Hopefully they didn't freeze. Okay, perfect. And what's that smaller number?
Smaller number?
Yeah, you see the big 6 million, then underneath it, there's a smaller number.
1,600.
1,600.
With an
That's
average of approximately 1,600 words per article.
Wow. Okay. Can you hit visit Wikipedia for me?
I can.
Perfect. And that's going to bring you to Wikipedia. I just wanted people to see what the odds are of this. So you're going to see a magnifying glass in the top right corner of your screen. I want you to click that and look up anything you want. It can really be anything. And then you'll hit go, and that'll bring you to the article. and then your work here is done. Last night, someone looked up avocado. A few nights ago, someone looked up rocket ship. So it's really up to you. Are you on an article?
Yes.
Perfect. Scroll through it. And somewhere in the middle, I want you to find a really big word. Okay, don't make it another or because, but a word with a lot of letters. If you and I were playing Words with Friends or Scrabble, this would give you a lot of points. And when you have a word, say, I have a word.
I have a word.
Perfect. Remember that word. Keep repeating it in your head. Turn the phone face down so no one can see, not even Linda. All right,
Okay.
Perfect. Think of this word. Think of the first letter for me. Here we go. I'm going to try this all the way from Memphis to New Jersey. Think of that first letter. I'm going to go like this. Okay. What was that first letter?
R.
Interesting. Think of the next letter. Think of the second letter in that word. How am I doing so far?
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go like this. Yeah. I think. Does it end with the letter D? The last letter is the letter
Yes.
D?
Yes.
What was the word you're thinking of?
Recommended. Stop.
But wait,
You got it.
you looked up anything, right? Is this something random that you looked up, or just kind of something that you just thought about?
Just scroll down to the middle.
Okay.
Random.
Random. Okay, cool. Think about this. I'm gonna go like this. If I were to tell you that this is an object, am I right about that? Somewhat. Okay.
Yes.
If I were to tell you that this is what makes the world go round, does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, the pen is down. I can't change my mind. What did you look up?
Money.
There we go. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Give them a round of applause. They did it. Well, I'd like to show you two more things before we end tonight's show. You really have been a lot of fun. And out of all the audiences today, you are the most recent. So thank you. Typically, when I'm not doing these virtual shows, and I have done a ton of these virtual shows, they're one of my favorite things to do because I get to meet people all around the world, all around the country as well, which is so cool. And I thank you all so much for watching. I do a lot of close-up magic. And because I do stage shows as well, you can't see the magic up close. So because of the camera, I get to show you something really, really beautiful with just some thread and a little bit of music. Thank you very much. So Hanukkah is sometimes, I'd say in pop culture, is referred to as 8 crazy nights, right? So I thought it'd be really fun to end the show by creating a really crazy Hanukkah night, a crazy scenario. So to do that, I'm gonna need a few people to help. And let's see, let's get someone right here who is watching. How about Elaine Miner? If you can just unmute yourself, Elaine, and say hello.
There. How are
Hi.
you?
Where are you in Memphis as well?
I am.
Very nice. Elaine, as a kid, and I'm sure you felt this way, Hanukkah was really about the presents for me. I was always looking forward to something really amazing, and I found this recently. This was my wish list. When I was younger, I would write different things I wanted for Hanukkah, like a Game Boy, a Tamagotchi that was like also a Game Boy, Candyland, different things. These were very 90s. I was a 90s baby, and I think it'd be really fun if you picked out a gift for all of us. So I've 26 different gifts. Could you name a number between 1 and 26?
Okay, I have a number.
Say it out loud.
14.
14. Thank you so much, Elaine. Let's go to 14. Number 8 is that Tamagotchi. 11 is Candyland. Number 12 is Clue. 13 is Connect 4. And number 14 is a bicycle. That's a pretty good gift, not gonna lie. I did get that bicycle. So we're gonna get a bicycle on Hanukkah. Let's get someone else here. I see on Anne. Oh, let's go. Yeah, Yaakov Sandberg. Yeah, unmute yourself. Look at you. How's it going?
Good.
All right. Here's my question to you. Hanukkah, well, I mean, right now, especially, I'm very hungry, okay? And I get hungry during Hanukkah. So the two things I'm interested in are latkes and gelt, okay? So my question to you is, how many latkes are we eating during Hanukkah?
Let's just say 25.
25, very specific. I like that. Very good. 25. Now, the more important question, how many pieces of gelt?
I'd actually say 50.
50? Oh my gosh, that's double the amount of latkes. That's perfect.
I know. Well, latkes are bigger.
That is true. That is true. Well, thank you so much. Perfect. 25 latkes, 50 pieces of gelt. Let's go get one more person here. We're going to go to Lily Morris. If you can unmute yourself and say hello.
Hello.
Hello. So you have a very, who's that next to you?
This is Jacob.
Hi.
Hi, Jacob. So you both are going to help. I have a very important job for you both. I'm going to write something down on the back of this envelope. And hopefully, if you guess it correctly, you'll be able to help. And I think you will. So I wrote down a word. It's a word in the English language. Whoop, there goes my marker. Lily or Jacob, do you have any idea, yes or no, what word I wrote on the back?
Menorah? No. Wait,
No?
that's not.
No, that's exactly what I wrote. I wrote no. No, that was good. You don't doubt yourself. But as silly as that joke is, this is really what I need you for. Because we're going to have a celebrity join us on Hanukkah. So I took the liberty and I wrote down a bunch of different names of many different celebrities here. Hugh Jackman, we got Ellen, Bruno Mars. Have you heard of many of these celebrities? Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Julia Roberts, a bunch of people. So you both are going to eliminate these celebrities and will bring us down to just one. So this is packet A, this is packet B. Which are we getting rid of?
Packet A.
Packet A, thank you so much. Let's do it again. Here we go. Packet A, packet B. Which are we getting rid of?
Packet A.
Packet A again, interesting. All right, we'll do it again. 3 and 3. Packet A, packet B.
Packet B.
Nice, switching it up. Okay, we have 3 left here. Okay, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Which would you like?
1.
1. Yes, perfect. Number 1. Let's see. We've got Tom Hanks. Very nice. Tom Hanks is joining us for Hanukkah. Now, this might seem really weird. This might seem crazy. But this makes sense to me because before the show, I wrote something down and I sealed it up inside of this envelope. And I'd like to show it to you right now. Check this out, everyone. It says, tonight we got a bicycle. But wait, there's more. Because we're going to eat 25 latkes and 50 pieces of gelt. But wait, while we're chowing down, while we're enjoying, we hear a knock at the door, and it's one celebrity. So everyone, have fun with Tom Hanks. We did it. Thank you so much. Oh, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, you have all been absolutely amazing. If you enjoyed the show, the name is Jason Silberman. If you didn't, the name is David Blaine. Thank you so much. Happy Hanukkah. Stay safe. See you real soon.
Well, a really wonderful presentation. And we know that Hanukkah is all about miracles, and miracles and magic are related. And but you know, we don't just have to wait for some special miracle. There are miracles that happen every day. We just have to look for them and find them. Thanks for joining us. Great program. Thanks so much to the Sisterhood organizing, Adina, chairperson, Sarah Beth, president. We thank you. We thank you. And happy Hanukkah to one and all. You can unmute yourselves and we can say goodbye to each other.
Goodbye. Great show.
Bye.
Happy
Hanukkah. That was fun.
Thank you.
Enjoyed it.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Great to see everyone from out of town and everybody.
My
Happy
favorite
Hanukkah.
part was when Vered said the bracha.
Liza, Mazel tov.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Happy Hanukkah. Thank you.
Thank everybody.
Yeah, she's there.
Nancy, that's great to see you, Nancy. You're
It's very nice to see you, Rabbi.
welcome.